What's up everybody, Jordan here, back with another video. Today, duck coop build part 3. It's finally here. We're gonna be heading to town a little bit to go get some lumber for the duck coop. So I'm gonna walk you through one more time what we're gonna get. Then we're gonna head to the lumber yard and scoop some lumber and insulation. So here's the before on the duck coop. We're gonna get everything today except the door, which I might DIY the door myself. But we're going to maybe just put some trim along the bottom or something like that. Just probably at the end after getting all the plywood on, just to solidify that little crumbled area. We actually still have to move this again back a little bit and raise it up on blocks. So we might ding up the bottom a little bit more, but I'm gonna replace the roof with plywood. We're not gonna do the shingles yet. This will be maybe a 2-step process. We're gonna do the shingles and the trim and the door at a later date. But for now, we're just gonna be finishing up these walls in here. So putting insulation in these little wall sections and then covering them with like chipboard or particle board. The ceiling is going to be left the same for right now, although eventually we might put some kind of ceiling on here, whether it be wood or foam, and then just cut holes for the vents to keep it warmer. I'm kind of curious to see how cold this gets in the winter. We'll have a whole winter now without ducks, so I don't know, maybe I can put a thermometer in there even and just check the temperature to make sure it's livable for them to actually thrive in there. We're also getting some lumber for some DIY projects that I'll update you guys on later for the house. So we're gonna be heading in with a pickup and getting a whole load of lumber. Stay tuned for that. Lots of good stuff coming your way. All right, everybody, a few days later. Piper, you coming? A few days later, and we're gonna keep working on this duck coop. So this is the continuation of the duck coop build. So I should show you what wood I have. So we got 3 bags of insulation here. Just some insulation without paper. This is for a different project, and we got this kind of board underneath. I got 10 sheets. We're gonna line that up. I'm gonna rip off the shingles down on the duck coop. Probably not do any exterior boards right now because I'll do some trim on the bottom and things like that. But definitely board up these walls and insulate them and make sure that the roof is nice and sealed up. But first, before I put the boards on, we have to level the coop. So I said in a previous video I wanted it actually back a little bit more. A little too close to the garden shed here, so we're gonna pull it backwards. Probably just right behind it, maybe a shed depth back. And we're gonna put it on some blocks. There are the blocks. What are you doing? All right, so we're putting these bad boys under the corners of the shed and probably in the middles too. We have them up. I looked under the duck coop to see what the bottom was like. Pretty solid. Shouldn't have any fox incidents or anything crazy like that. So I'm out of breath holding this concrete block. So we're gonna put these under and then get that other pull out and hopefully have it all leveled and nice. step number one here is to remove the shingles from the top. It's already 5 p.m. so I don't know how much I'm gonna actually get done today, but it was big to get this up on the blocks. So here you go, the top view of the duck coop. I'm gonna scrape all these off since they're no good anyways. Throw them in the loader and then just put plywood right on top of this, because like I said before, it is good wood, just some holes in it. So I'm gonna put the plywood we bought on top of this and then probably tin or some shingles on top of that. Shingle removal time. So I'm kind of doing a series of half days on this duck coop. Got the shingles off of the top and then 2 full sheets of the plywood on top. You can see, no more holes. I'm gonna stop for today. Probably hit more tomorrow. Put up some cut sheets because that's all the full sheets we can get on the top. And then probably start doing the walls with the insulation and the plywood. That's good for today though. I feel exhausted. Roofing's hard work, so I respect those roofers. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Howdy everybody, day 2 of the duck coop build. Up here on the roof. This is how much we got done yesterday. Just a couple big boards on here and got all these shingles off. I feel like today should be a lot faster. I only have a few hours to do it today, which is why this is a multiple day project, because I'm kind of splitting it over a few days of short hours. But I got the big sheets on and a lot of the demo stuff done on the roof, so just some cuts to make, which will be the longest part I suppose, and then the inside to do, doing the insulation and the plywood on the inside. Now I'll probably put some tar paper over here just to kind of cover it from rain and stuff, but I'm planning on putting maybe tin on the top. We're talking about different options right now, but this is what we have done, and starting here for day 2, I guess. All right, so first we're just gonna measure what we have to do. With these 2 on, it should be pretty easy to measure everything. So I'm gonna do this strip up to the front first, go all the way to the front. We'll measure this, rip it with the skill saw, and we should be good to go for putting on this little strip. Then just 2 more cuts after that, I think. 37 5/8 wide. 80. All right, roof is done. Looks pretty good, just not super water resistant yet. We'll take care of that later. Right now we're gonna move on to the inside of the duck coop. Stay tuned. And we are insulated. Take a look at this. I'm moving fast today in only a couple hours, getting a lot done. Got some nice warmth for those duckies. Now we're gonna throw up some boards and just close up these walls, I guess. Alright guys, what is this, day 3, day 4 of the duck coop build? Got a good amount of stuff done yesterday, as you saw. Completed the roof, completed one wall, and today just have the rest of this wall and the back to do, which should be at least less wood and it should be a little bit faster. Nothing really new to report, just gonna continue plugging away, measuring some boards, cutting some boards, nailing some boards. Pretty simple stuff, it's just hard work. Wall number 2 is done. All I got left is the back wall to do, which should be the remainder of the sheets. So I only have... Nini, what did you get into? You're so dirty. I do have 2 sheets left, so I estimated pretty well. I actually decided not to put anything on the floor because this is pretty good floor. I'm gonna put a tarp on it anyways for the ducks. I'm just gonna have to cover up this vent since it goes right down to the grass, and that would be a wonderful entry point for a weasel or something to come up. Last wall, and it's the smallest wall, but it is the most cutting. I'm gonna finish this project up. I'm excited to keep it moving because this is actually taking a really long time. My time estimation on the projects I'm doing, I'm way off, just way off. All right, everyone, after 3-4 days of work doing this duck coop, I'm a sweaty mess, but the duck coop is kind of complete. Before I show you the finished product, what I have left is putting a board down against the wall right there, replacing that 2x4, which should be a very quick job. And then my idea of a door didn't exactly work out. We kind of got a little vulnerability there, but I'll fix that up, finish the little trim pieces that I have to do, and then paint it. But let me show you guys inside, since that was where the bulk of the work was today, and the stuff you saw in this video. Looks good, doesn't it? All completed, boarded up, insulated. The ducks have pretty much a nice home finish. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This duck coop transformation is hopefully interesting to follow along with. If you like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video. I'll update you guys in a later video on the progress of the duck coop as we do these little things. But for now, this is probably the end of the duck coop series, as we're just gonna chip away on these final projects here and there throughout the rest of the summer. I'll update you guys along the way if you subscribe. See you in the next video. Take it easy, everybody.